The 9 divines are the most important religious order in Tamriel. The religion combines the 8 Aedra with the founder of the Third Empire, Tiber Septim, Talos. There are 6 gods and 3 goddesses. In Cyrodiil, there was a major chapel in each major city, venerating the divines. There are also walled shrines along the roads that are devoted to the 9 divines. These Aedra also appear in various combinations in the pantheons of other cultures. There is Akatosh, the dragon god of time. He is the chief deity of the 9 divines. He represents the qualities of endurance, invincibility, and everlasting legitimacy. A dragon god seems like a pretty cool thing. I like that he represents the qualities of endurance. I am one of those types that is really stubborn at giving up. For a few years, I argued with a theist that was impossible to reason with because I wouldn't give up. I get it from playing video games. That moment where you would die over and over, but still must succeed at your goal you are trying to accomplish in a particular game. Along with Lorcan, he is one of 2 deities found in every Tamrielic religion. He is generally considered to be the first of the gods from the beginning place. After his establishment, other spirits followed his example, and the various pantheons of the world emerged. Before the ages of man suggest that he and Ariel are the same being, but further confirms that after his formation, time began. Arcanon is considered the god defender of the empire. Arche is the god of life and death. His followers do not like necromancy or any forms of the undead. They might be pretty upset if they had to venture across the lands of the Elder Scrolls series. They feel that Arche is the one who has control over life and death, and to have undead is to go against this god's wishes. The Bella is the goddess of beauty. She has nearly a dozen different cults, some devoted to women, some to artists and aesthetics, and others to erotic instruction. Julianos is the god of wisdom and logic, often associated with Juno, the Nordic father of language and mathematics. Julianos is the cryodilic god of literature, law, history, and contradiction. Messianic orders founded by Tiber Septim and dedicated to Julianos are the keepers of the Elder Scrolls. Kerlareth is the goddess of nature. She is the strongest of the sky spirits and the deity of the heavens, the winds, the elements, and the unseen spirits of the air. Parton of sailors and travelers. Kenareth is involved for auspicious stars at birth and for good fortune in daily life. In some legends, she is first to agree to Loken's plan to invent the mortal plane, and provides the space for its creation in the void. She is also associated with rain, a phenomenon said not to occur before the removal of Lorcan's divine spark. Upon praying at the altar of Kenareth, the player receives 25 additional points in stamina for up to 8 hours. Maria is the mother goddess, the goddess of love. Some consider her as a universal goddess. Origin started in mythic times as a fertility goddess. In Skyrim, Mara is handmaid of Cain. In the Empire, she is mother goddess. She is sometimes associated with Nor and Oned, the female principle of the cosmos that gave birth to creation. Depending on the religion, she is either married to Akatosh or Lorcan, or the concubine of both. Strindar is the god of righteous might and merciful forbearance. He is inspiration of magistrates and rulers, the pardon of the imperial legions, and the comfort of law-abiding citizens. Strandar has evolved from his Nordic origins into a deity of compassion or sometimes righteous rule. He is said to have accompanied Tiber Septim in his later years. In early Altamari legends, Strandar is the apologist of men. Trandar is also known as the god of mercy. That's a good part of a polytheistic religion. When you have one God, they can contradict themselves, when they are merciful and also just. By definition, to be just denotes the idea of giving people exactly what they deserve, and by definition, to be merciful denotes the idea of giving people less punishment than they deserve. With multiple gods, that makes things a lot less contradictory. One God can be just while the other can be merciful. Talos, once known as Tiber Septim, Yasmar, or the Dragonborn, heir to the seat of Sundred Kings, is the greatest hero god of mankind and is worshipped as a protector and partner of just rulership in civil society. Tiber Septim conquered all of Tamriel and began the Third Era, as well as the Third Empire. At his death, he ascended to godhood as the god of war and governance of the Nine Divines, making him the highest of the nine. Less prominent sects, such as Talos cult, were inspired by his apotheosis. Known as heir to the seat of the Sundred King, Yasmar the Dragon in the North, and Dragonborn. He is also invoked as a partner of Question Heroes. He is referred to the one in the phrase, the Eight and the One. As there was originally only 8 divines before Tiber Septim ascended to godhood. In Morrowind, Tiber Septim makes an appearance as his avatar, Wolf. Zenithar is a deity of wealth, labor, commerce, and communion. His priests have demonstrated that through earnest work and honest profit, not through war and bloodshed, peace and prosperity will develop. Zenithar is understandably associated with Zen. In the Empire, however, he is far more cultivated god of merchants and middle nobility. His worshippers say, despite his mysterious origins, Zenithar is a god that will always win. He is a member of the Nine Divines. In Morrowind, Zenithar manifests as John Hawker. And those are the 9 divines from the Elder Scrolls.